Here we now go, making our way over towards the minifigure raceway. Hello everybody and welcome back to Theme Park Coastin and another video from over here at Legoland, as today is the opening day of their 2024 season, and in this video we're going to be heading down here seeing everything new, including that new alpaca over there, and just experiencing the whole park again for this season. So I'm very excited to head in and show you guys what I have to offer. Okay, so the plan for today is basically to head around the park, show everything new. Now of course we may do a few rides as well, but we're coming over here today really just to check everything that's to offer. We'll do a little loop, of course check out such attractions as the Minifigure Speedway, which is looking absolutely awesome at the moment. Looking at the brand new shows as well, like the Lego Friends 4D. I'm pretty sure there's a new stage show as well, so we're going to head around, we'll show you all of that, but first of all, of course, we've got to head over here. And here we now go, making our way over towards the minifigure raceway. And wow, that looks incredible. Look at that model over there, it's absolutely huge. Definitely an awesome addition. Not as big as I thought it would be actually, but definitely big. Now as they place the track in right behind me right now, I think it's worth we talk about this ride itself, because of course it is a major addition coming this year, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this year around Easter time, so that is going to be pretty awesome. And of course the model right there, one I think was too big, is actually the world's largest Lego figure. Now, I do think one of the building outside of the main Lego headquarters is bigger, but the thing about that one is it's sitting down like this, whereas this one's standing up, so I'm probably just looking at the basic height of it, but wow. It looks incredible, the track's coming in, the ride's getting ready, and hopefully not too long, it will be open up to the public. Now one thing I was concerned about with this new ride is how it will fit in with, of course, Jupiter Valley being here, the coaster of 2022 being here, Jupiter coaster, and then this beast of a coaster up there, but actually it does not look too bad. I thought the model initially was actually between the red track, but it's actually over there, which works a lot better, and hopefully the Imagination Centre in the future will go along and fit in with the theme of all of that. But yeah, I'll kind of hear a little bit later on when we're allowed in Jupiter Valley, but not looking too bad from this side anyway. Now I know this is not totally related towards construction and destruction, but it's about the park, and actually throughout this season, if you're visiting, make sure to arrive early. Right now it is currently 9:42 and we'll be outside of that ride for right now a good 10 minutes. So we actually let you inside of the park itself at around 1:30. Now what we do however is make you wait, so you can either wait there, you can wait to go into Jupiter Valley, and there's a few other spots around, but with Viking Splash getting refurbished right now, or closed, we don't know which one it's doing, they haven't got that entrance open, so really the only option you have is to go to one of these two entrances. But what you can do is experience Miniland. This whole area is totally open, you can enjoy it in the morning, not miss out on any ride time whatsoever, and really build up the excitement for your day, and get in the queue to see me first on that first ride. Oh, I'm so stupid. Okay, the gates have opened and we have now made it into the park itself. And for anyone who does not know, it is a February half-term Brick Days. And on Brick Days, most things are open. There's some new shows obviously, new entertainment and all that sort of stuff. But also there's still construction at the park. For example, just down there, you've got the Ferris wheel still getting worked on, and of course, the Viking Splash is still here. You knew I was going to bring it up. Viking Splash and of course the Land of the Vikings actually closed later last year, but still has not got anything done towards it. Rumours are, and I've heard it from some sources, is that actually the hill that it is on is actually decaying, hence why they've had to remove that. They've removed a little surfer ride where the new coaster is, and also that. So actually they're refoundationing the hill, because when it was Windsor Safari Park, they didn't do as much work to look after the hill than they should have, so they're redoing everything right now. So maybe it might return, maybe it might not, we don't know. But Starbucks Brilliant Spiders currently is the only ride in Land of the Vikings. As another little tip for you guys, once those gates do open, head straight down to Knight's Kingdom. Now if you're fortunate enough not to have a pushchair or anything like that, you can basically get on here before anyone else can. Get on the major attractions like the Dragon, even though it rarely gets any long queues, but also ones like the Dragon Apprentice where you can be doing at 45 to an hour, and everything like that without a single wait. So go in here a few times, make your day's worth of rides in this one, and then continue to go to the other attractions like Pirate Falls, which currently is not open, but with a 5-minute queue, you really can't complain for a ride like this. Now as I mentioned earlier, with these Brick Days, there are certain rides that are closed, and by certain rides, I think on this event, there's actually only one, and that is Pirate Falls Treasure Quest. And of course, it's February, it's a little bit cold, so it's not really the end of the day, but I've got to admit, it's one of the only parks that's opening in full. And so like Chesington, they've just got the animals, a bit like a zoo day, 4 parks doesn't open until March no matter what, Another Alton Towers is opening, but it's the Goose Land and they're the Merlin parks, of course. So to have this park open, this amazing theme park, pretty much all year now, because it's currently it's only February, around the start of February still, and it closed in like January the 3rd or something, so it's pretty much a full year of operations. It's still opening up on some weird days throughout the end of February, but in March it's opening in its full action-packed self. It is really nice to have this park reopened, be able to experience, and if you're a local like I am, just come down and enjoy it. But if of course you're visiting, these days in February are normally required to stay, so if you're coming, try to get down in February. I mean, you're going to miss out on one ride, but you get walking queues for the rest. Another area which is completely empty at this time is Harley City, as honestly guys, if you can make your day down to the end of the park, try not to get the hill train. The queues that you'll get down here are dead quiet. The only exception though is MINIFIGURE, as the hotels will get let in down one of this way or down this way. So if you're going to any of those two lands, it's probably best to do it via the hotel or leave it till later on. But if you're going to anyone in the middle, of course Nice Kingdom or up in Jupo Valley, they're the best areas to go through first. But talking about construction, have a look at this. Over here at the, I'm going to say Pirates of Skeleton Bay Tower, it looks like there's a lot going on this year. Whether it will open up again, I don't know, but they're resurfacing all the floor, obviously. They get everything working out, so what we're returning, we do not know, but there's a lot of construction over here. Yeah, so when I said for Flyover Skyline we'll get a queue, currently it's on 45 minutes, so to think about it, you can go around to Mears Rhine Adventure, the Dragon and all rides around there, then come to this, and even if it has got, I don't know, a 50-minute queue, instead of waiting 45, getting off and everything else being busy, you can get off the other rides, come over here, and in total you might be wasting 2 hours, but you've done almost half a park, so that's all we suggest. And even rides like this, Fire Nice Free Fall, it can move some crazy queues of the day get us on, so if you're visiting, come over here and just try to do whatever you want to do, but we'd recommend doing the other ones first. Well, when we said the water rides were closed, we meant it, but we didn't assume that Deep Sea Venture would be closed. Well, we probably did, because in the car park right now, the staff car park, and if you're driving to Legoland Windsor, that sort of way, you'll be able to see it, but all the boats are actually in the car park getting refurbished. So what's happening to this ride? Again, we don't know. I much preferred it at Atlantis. The Deep Sea Adventure is great, you're not going to be wrong, but they moved all the order now, and now it's just like a sea life, but what happened to it? We don't know. But of course, in this video, we'll make around the rest of construction. However, in the course of the next year, we'll find out what happens to this ride. Well, there is no question that this ride is noticeable. I mean, look at it from here. This is, of course, in Jupo Valley, and the Speedway is absolutely huge. Still don't think it looks that bad, however. I mean, if it was over at Disney or something like that, you'd be thinking, oh my god. But with Merlin, having a few things you see from elsewhere, for example, down here, you see stuff like the windmill from over at the driving school, stuff like that. So, I guess it's not too bad, but it is very noticeable. In this one shot, we have got Berkshire's smallest coaster, as well as Berkshire's biggest. I mean, honestly, I thought it looked a lot worse than it does. It is not that bad. So, if you're wondering the same as we were, just come down here and have a look. It's really looking amazing. Well, when I said I was going to tell you everything, I was not lying. As after we did all that, we thought, you know what? Well, the pizza and pasta at 11:30. So in the meantime, I went towards the Dragon. I was going to film it for you guys, but when I say we walked on, I mean literally, we walked up, the gate was open, and the gate for the car was open, we got on. But basically, as we were heading on that, you now put your bags around the sides, so you don't bring it on with you anymore, you just put it in a little holder, which personally I prefer. I mean, there's always a risk that someone might nick it, which is always a bit of a worry, but at the end of the day, it's so much better to be able to put it on the side, not worry it's going to fall out when you're in the ride, not that it ever did, but it just saves them the trouble, it saves you the trouble, and all around it's pretty good. So in the meantime, we're going to make our way right now up towards the shop and see what we do from there on. And you know what, we thought we were a bit off fun, but also some more construction as we make up this very empty hill train. The thing about this hill train is it just takes you where we started, so of course it's very empty, but here's a look at Viking Splash. Literally nothing has happened to it at all. Now again, the thing about the hill, I said earlier, whilst we were refurbishing it, but we have not even touched a single thing, apart from moving boats. No boats there, but yeah, even the TV's turned on it now, I don't know if you can see it, but even that's left on. And there is nothing better at the top to do than have a look around the shop, and that's the thing. In the middle of the day, the shop is empty, and it's not even the middle, it's right at the start. People are still getting in right now. It's currently around like 11 o'clock, so if you can't be around 1 or 2, it's dead empty. But we'll have a little around here. We did actually come around here last week as they opened the shop up, but apart from that, there was nothing open. But one thing we did notice this down here, and now we are hoping there's going to be more merch from over here, but this is one of the Legoland Japan mascots. Now, this panda is seen a lot out there. Now in Japan, if you've ever watched our vlogs from out there, they've actually got so many different mascots, so many different characters. They've got the best food, the best merch, like that. Not just Lego, but like Lego Park merch. Not like the Lego Park merch, but really Lego Park merch. Anyway, it's very cool. So if this is here right now, you never know in the future, we could be seeing more actual Legoland Windsor merch come towards the shop. Well, after a lovely pizza and pasta, we are now back in the car, and we thought we'll finish off this video with one extra little detail, and that is of course the submarines we mentioned earlier. So as I end the video right now, here's a clip of submarines. I hope you enjoyed this update, and I'm very excited to head back in the future for more Legoland fun. See you guys next time. Bye bye.